was thinking of including as many as we could coherently.
The Langdale.
Like Kim's talking and we're just like this.
You're kidding me, you're kidding me. The jewel in the crown!
Yeah, so the concept of the Lunar Round is that it is started, completed and finished within the hours of darkness. So in short, the concept is that it's got to be done between sunset and sunrise.
It's a skill set there that feels exciting to learn. It feels like a sense of adventure beyond the typical.
But yeah, there's something quite nice about the peacefulness of running in the dark.
Right, imagine that you're like looking at this 5 years down the line going, these guys created this route and it's out there. They came across here and ignored all of the Langdale. Yeah, so the round will start and finish here at the climber shop on the front doorstep. Bang, you're off and up Red Screes to actually sort of get into the higher fells. So I kind of like that it's that double whammy to begin with to get into the high fells. And then coming across to the top of the Fairfield Horseshoe, the best part of the Fairfield Horseshoe in my opinion anyway. And then we sort of link into the Bob Graham line across Seat Sandal and down to Dunmail. Linking into the Bob Graham as part of this was definitely a consideration. You know, let's show off a bit of that route. And then the Langdale Pikes, like anyone who's looked at the route in the lakes or a route in the lakes will obviously try to include that, you know, just that iconic small grouping of tops. And from there, really, we had two options, you know, take it further south and really add to the distance and elevation change, or, you know, find a coherent line back in. So Blea, Rigg, Howe, Loughrigg. But we do want people to look at them as the tops to hit and make their own lines, not just here's the route, you know, like a trail. So I think that's exciting too. It leaves it open to interpretation for people.
Do you want people in winter
having
to go pike the Stickle?
All right, how about Loughrigg makes no sense from a elevation loss and reascent, just to stick it in there.
Yeah, I think this round is going to be quite unique, that it's going to appeal to a broad range of runners, or even people who are like fast walkers as well. I know people can get around the Bob Graham like speed walking in 24 hours. I don't have that same skill set, so it wouldn't be for me. If you choose wisely, you can get probably up to about 16 hours of darkness if you're looking at maybe late December, early January. To make it accessible to most people, they're going to have to do it with the most amount of darkness to get around it, and they're going to do it in winter or close to winter. Yeah, I think when we go out, we're going to be as fast as the slowest person there, and that's going to be me. And I would say I'm probably like the average person out on the fells.
I like that adventure side to some of the rounds, you know, and that grows to the Bob Graham round. For a lot of people, doing it in 24 hours is that cusp of can I not? And so that's, you train hard and you see you can do it, so you've got that whole sense of achievement from it. Put the waterproof on, it will stop raining, won't it?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's fire. Burns paper, melts scissors and melts rock.
It doesn't melt rock though, does it?
Fire melts rock. It makes lava.
How many minutes have we got?
-40 seconds.
How many?
40 seconds.
So we've got to get in position. Right, get away.
Please do that.
Out the way.
Ready? Good. It's not for everyone. It's definitely a substantial challenge, whilst putting it within reach for those that really want to push themselves and try something longer in the dark. Yeah, I think we're trying to design it so it's right there in that kind of middle ground, really. Yeah, without, like, if you want to run a Bob Graham, it's literally twice the challenge, right? It's there, that already exists. This is very different.
You can learn how to navigate in the dark, what it feels like to go through a sleepless night. What are those sensations when your body's normally shutting down?
really isn't that far.
When you're about 2 or 3 in the morning and you're getting weary and tired, the adrenaline's run off, the body temperature's dropping, you should be fast asleep in your deepest and you're not, and you're out there.
You lose a little bit.
I was just following the line here, back up.
No, we're going to go round under.
Okay.
So Harrison 736, baby 700.
So it's got a unique set of challenges because running in the dark, you don't have that same trajectory if you're just running from point to point. So you've got to take into account navigation and underfoot conditions, and you know, if the Crag comes down.
Best way off, back the way we came?
Back the way we came and then.
Yeah. Sorry? Harrison.
You just feel part of the place, and there's nothing better than being on a mountainside in the middle of the dark with your map and compass and a head torch and navigating a route. It's just a great feeling.
Gonna get cold quick otherwise. Bell line down there, yeah?
Yeah.
Across to Loughrigg, Silver Howe, Loughrigg.
Drop down a little bit more, isn't it? For me, it's quite often a chance just to be totally absorbed in a flow state. In all you've got in front of you is your beam of light, especially when you're running down a tricky descent and you've got to really focus in, and suddenly you're just lost in that world of that's my light, that's where I'm going, and just for those moments of flow where skill meets adventure.
The experience of the round is something so special. Sharing an adventure with either a very small group of like-minded people who are often really close to you, or you know, just being by yourself in that environment. It's just, I don't know, it captures the imagination in a completely different way.